Hello, my fellow gamers. This is your Point and Critic Gamer here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Gray Matter. I don't really know much about this game, other than it has something to do with magicians and stuff, which is probably interesting. And I do have to admit, I played about an hour of this game because of, first attempt recording and stuff. But I was very stuck for some stupid reason and everything that it just wasn't really much of a good recording. So I decided I have to do this part again. But whatever. So yeah, I'm going to while a little bit of the beginning I'm not completely blind at, it's mostly like, heck, I got stuck in the very first puzzle, so I'm mostly blind on the whole thing. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin Gray Matter. Loading. Okay. So we got 2D hand-drawn cutscenes. Someone's riding a bicycle. It's kind of sucked to ride in the middle of the rain. Look at her show. Did she just threw out the map? That's littering, That's like a $500 fine. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious?
It's completely dead.
Ooh, she's a sexy looking girl.
Yes. How do you do? I'm the assistant for Dr. Styles. I'm the new assistant. Yes. I'm the new assistant for Dr. Styles. Oh, God.
Is she a broken record or something? What?
Hi, I'm the new assistant for Dr. Styles.
Okay.
I can't believe what I did last night.
Oh my God, look at
I
her.
need to get out of here before they figure out who I really am.
Okay. Well, now we're into the game. Before I begin, let me just try to get this through my head. So, we're playing as a girl who was riding a motorcycle to get to London for like some kind of event, I guess. And of course, out of something that's out of a cartoon, the signs spin, giving her the wrong direction. Which, of course, she had a map, which basically gave her an indication of which direction she was gonna head into, aka which was right. Right? But I guess she decided to ditch it because of reasons, I don't know. But she ditches the map, she goes up to the signs, and of course, like I said before, the signs do a spin around, like something out of a cartoon, which we know in real life is something that doesn't happen, especially considering that usually what's behind the signs are not usually written words to indicate which direction you're going, because if you're leaving the area, there wouldn't be those kind of words written on the back. But seriously, really? Why was it why did that happen? Was there really a specific reason for it to head in the wrong direction? Couldn't they have gone with something like, I don't know, the road to London was blocked, so she had to go this road instead, or something like that. They had to go with a spinning sign mistake. Okay, in any case, she not only, now her motorcycle breaks down, but luckily it broke down near a big building. She goes to the building, and in fact, rather than just asking the people inside if she could call a repairman or, a cab, or even maybe just where can they get a bus ride, she instead pretends to be the new assistant, who of course showed up right at the same time she did, but of course had to leave in fear from some random thing, which I'm guessing she didn't see, because apparently since it scared off the other woman, but she saw it and, I guess, shrugged it off or something. But she decides to take that opportunity to pretend to be an assistant. For what reasons exactly? To spend the night, I guess, and they wouldn't let her? I don't know. I just kind of am questioning this. Yes. It was pretty lucky that that assistant needed to talk to herself out loud, or she wouldn't realize that person was a new worker and would have taken the job. Or, pretend to take over the job. Well, any case. So, yeah, now she's pretending to be the new assistant at this place, and she needs to leave before anyone figures out. And let's see, it says a tutorial. Learn how to play by helping Sam get her pet rabbit Houdini settle in. Pet rabbit. Okay, throughout the entire cutscene, did you see any indication that she had an animal with her? She had a small backpack and nothing else. Where was the rabbit? Up her ass or something? I mean, I don't even see. And look, there's a cage right here. Was that cage with her? Because I don't think that could have fit in the backpack. Now, tutorial, I already know this tutorial setup because I played about an hour of this already, so let's skip it. Let's just take care of Houdini.
Houdini!
Her face?
There you are.
This face is
Are
creepy.
you scared? Or just up to your usual tricks, you furball, you? I was worried.
Why does that need to be there? Oh, that's just nice.
Stay put for at least 10 minutes, will you, Who?
Okay, two things I have to throw in right now. Okay, she can move her lips just fine in this character model, which I have to admit, she looks really pretty well good. They did a good design of her. I like her design, and they seem to animate her really nicely. I'm not talking about it's a AAA level quality, but it's good for what it is. And yet they have to still have this little still shot of her, which actually looks very creepy with her wide eyes and lips. I also have to say that the bunny model was not really that good looking. Although I must say that it's kind of a cruel thing to do to your pet, lift the rabbit by your ears. I know it's an old magician cliche thing, which I don't even think magicians actually do that in real life. I mean, do magicians really yank a rabbit out of the hat with the ears? I mean, that's gotta be painful for the bunny. I bet they don't do it anymore because probably animal cruel rights came along and demanded it was cruelty to the animals. I'm just kind of questioning that.
Houdini's water bottle. Unfortunately, it's empty. Amazing considering how soaked I got last night.
Uh-huh. And I'll tell you the other thing. It's like, I'm... Like... Okay, apparently Houdini is her pet, so why would she bother lifting the bunny up by its ears? It probably is not gonna like you for doing that.
I still have some Houdini goodies left. That rabbit eats better than I do.
Yeah.
All I have is 5 pounds. I should never have bought that piece of crap bike in Liverpool. It wiped me out.
Why did you buy it in the first place?
The Daedalus Club London. I will get there, one way or another.
Okay.
A girl traveling alone has to have more than a few tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have money for a cab? If you're not going to give me anything, I'll cut you open!
A clean, crisp deck of cards is one of the necessities of life.
Maybe for a magician. The rest of us, I don't know.
My first magic book. The tricks are kind of juvenile, but the basic techniques are timeless. I never go anywhere without it.
Yep.
I'm almost done reading it. Trey Gothic. I don't need to carry it around, though.
Okay.
Hey, Mom and Dad. Looks like the rain didn't hurt you. That's cool.
Yeah.
A letter from the foster care department back in D.C. I don't need to take it.
Okay, from what I can guess, she's probably an orphan, which of course indicates with the foster care, and she probably had parents that died when she was probably young, because of course she has a photo of them. So she knows who her parents are, but she lives in an orphanage. So there's probably that indication that her parents died and she had to end up in an orphanage.
A towel is the most massively useful thing a hitchhiker can have.
Yeah, okay. Let's get out of that. Okay. Tab 1. Oh, wait. Hold on. This part I find a little irritating. Like, I pull up the inventory, but the thing is, you have to pull it up by moving your mouse all the way up to the very tippy top of your dashboard or something to indicate it. If you put it just right here, nothing happens. Put it right here, nothing happens. You have to really get it up there to make sure that this thing will pop out. And to actually select your item, you have to right-click it. And now let's use the item on our ass, I guess. Essentially a water bottle, but you get the idea. Kind of ironic. The rabbit's name's Houdini, but yet it's not able to get out of this cage. And you call yourself the greatest magician in the world, you lying bunny. Okay, we'll give her the bunny the carrot.
There you go. The hard stuff. Don't overdo it now.
Mm-hmm.
You never could hold your carrots.
You know, there's something that I always never understand with some of these point and click games, which is like, hold on, let me see if I can demonstrate.
Yum.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, cool water.
Like right there. I never understand this a lot sometimes in like point and click games where, you know, you see the character, if they throw an animated character and they're using an object or so, sometimes you see them move the object in, and then suddenly the object just magically pops in a different area. Now, I can understand this in like more action-oriented like games where you're moving around more and stuff, because you're usually not in a specific position or something, and when you're interacting with an object or so. So sometimes it kind of makes sense why they haven't done it yet. But most of the time when you're playing these point-and-click games, you click on an object and the person moves to the exact spot in the area. Like, I interact with this cage, and every time I click on it, she's always going to walk here, standing right here. She's not going to be in this corner. She's not going to be in that corner. She's always going to end up here when I click on it. So how come they can animate up to like a certain point, but they don't bother to just animate her putting the thing exactly here, or put the carrot in exactly here? Why does it have to just do the video game logic where she just puts it some random spot and it just pops in the right area? again, we're more restricted on where she's going to be positioned. When I click on here, she's going to be standing right here. So why does that have to be, can't be fully animated properly? It's just a little bit of one of those things I kind of question sometimes. Alright, so we found the freaking bunny. So, let's get out of here for a moment.
I need to get out of here before they figure out I'm an imposter. But first, I need to find a map, or bus schedule, or something so I can figure out where I'm going.
Okay, so my goal is to find something to let me know where I am. I still like to ask, though, why do you need to pretend that you're the new assistant? Why couldn't you just walk up to the front door and said, "Hi, my motorcycle broke down. Now, could I use your phone to call a cab, or do you know where I can get a bus schedule or something?" How hard was that? How hard would that be? Right. Let's walk over here for a second. David's bedroom.
Looks like it might be another bedroom. Don't think I'll go there.
You know, I definitely am wondering about if I do talk to other characters, what kind of creepy faces will they have when they talk? Alright. It's pretty much still loading.
Not a soul. Pretty quiet, too.
Press the spacebar to turn the hotspot labels on and off. This function displays all the interactive zones on the screen. I have to give the game a plus for that, as in, one of the big problems that most point-and-click games have is pixel hunting. And if you don't know what that is, that usually means you're moving your mouse constantly around the screen until you see something to interact with, and people get a little crazy. And one of the things that definitely does help is probably giving us a hotspot indicator, like this. See, I press spacebar, and now I can see all these little items that are interactable. So I don't have to be constantly clicking on random stuff in hopes that I've discovered, oh, this is actually an interactive object. I didn't know that. Because that's one of the problems with point-and-click games. Some objects actually kind of blend into the background or are hidden behind other objects that you think you're clicking on this when you're hoping to click on this object, a random object over there, stuff like that. One problem I do have to admit by this thing is, of course, this. If you can see right here, there's actually, since they're using words to highlight, rather than just simply maybe using like a basic like dot or a highlighting trick, I'm given like, two objects flashing right here. And one time when I was playing in the first hour of this before, I was having trouble figuring out where to go, and I didn't realize that, oh, here's one problem. One of the objects was hidden because this one object was fully highlighted, and I had to move my mouse next to it to actually see the other object. It didn't do like this one right here, which is constantly flipping between the two. But, yeah, it's just another one of these slight issues I have right here. Alright, let's check out the portrait. Come, move faster.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Kind of a Grace Kelly type.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who she is.
I don't know. Okay, well, let's look at this new assistance envelope.
It says, for the new assistant. Hopefully by the time they figure out I'm not that person, I'll be long gone.
Yeah, so, why don't we go in it? I can't enter the room. So what's in there? I mean, it might be something useful, Let's check out the kitchen.
There's someone in there. I better not.
Alright, let's go in here. Oh. Let's check the desk.
There are no maps or bus schedules lying around. Not even an address.
Okay.
Ooh, I could really use a bit of that. Even 20 pounds. I'm stone broke. But it's the magician's creed. Never take cash or other valuables. I just can't.
Well, then just perform a magic show in here and they'll probably pay you.
Looks like family photos. Nothing of use to me in there.
Okay. Diploma on the wall.
Dr. David Stiles. Neurobiology. Hope he finds the assistant he's looking for.
Well, she almost did, but she ran out of fear from something, and then I decided I'll pretend that I'm the new assistant.
Dr. David Stiles.
Yeah, okay.
Nice couple. They look happy. Annoyingly perfect, maybe, but happy.
Okay. Oh, wait, maybe... Let me just check to make sure I looked at...
Dr. David Stiles.
No.
Dr. David Stiles. Neurobiology.
Oh, yeah. Just making sure. Okay, so apparently all the diplomas indicate that he's some biologist. Oh.
Are these some of the doctor's patients? Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Why would he have photos of a guy with one leg, a girl with no arms, and a very old woman who I guess maybe has one eye or something? I don't get that. I get it's like, hey, look at my other patients. Look how freakish they are. No disrespecting amputees or anything. I'm just saying, just from one. And let's maybe check the bookshelf.
Someone must read a lot. Someday, I'll have a library.
And someday, I won't, because I hate libraries.
You know, this house is downright creepy. And I'm an ex-goth. I know creepy.
Really? Ex-goth. She doesn't really look like an ex-goth. She looks like she's still a bit of a goth. With the piercings, the hair style, and the collar. Which I mentioned looks totally sexy on her. Okay, let's check this computer.
That computer is ancient. It might as well be an abacus.
Have we gone back in time? Is this what's happening in this game? We're in the past? Alright, let's check the dining room. Let's look at that. You know, her head appears to follow my mouse, but not 100%, as in, sometimes when I'm looking right here, her head is pointing this way, but when I'm looking over there, it doesn't, and, hey, you're supposed to pay attention to my mouse, so I show what I'm talking about to the audience. Alright.
A couple in a boat. Kind of symbolic of a relationship. Except if it were one of my relationships, we'd be adrift in a storm in the middle of the ocean.
So she was in a relationship with lots of... But, yeah, you can see her, she seems to follow my mouse a bit, but then doesn't until I move more all the way to the side. And now she ignores me again.
These watercolors are good. But I'd say homegrown. Someone in the family must be an artist.
Yep.
These watercolors are good. A couple...
Okay.
These watercolors are... L plus D. Live and die? Laurel and Darty?
Okay. I don't know where she came up with those words, but alright. Let's check out this. Hi-fi system.
Odd place for a stereo. Maybe it calms down the patients at mealtime.
Okay, here's another thing. She clearly says the patient, so I'm guessing, and probably from that plaque, I didn't really quite read it, but I'm guessing this might be like a house turned into a nursing home, maybe. You know, kind of like a bed and breakfast, only instead of, you know, it's a hotel, it's actually like a hospital or something. But again, wouldn't that just mean these people will be more open to let her in and say, hi, do you need any help? Because it's not a public house, it's actually a, you know, a working facility or something.
There are a lot of CDs in here, but no maps or addresses.
Yay, waste of time. Okay, this is actually really big. Big. I mean, who lives in a house with this large, like, look at the door, actually. Let me walk close to the door without activating it. Look at how freaking tall the door is. What the hell is the reasoning for this house's size? It's pretty, seems a little bit too big. Unless this might be maybe the patients are suffering from being giants or something. Alright, let's get out of here. She went all the way over there for some reason.
I think I noticed a plaque yesterday. I should have a look.
A plague yesterday? Alright, here it is.
Center for Cognitive Abnormality Research? And this seemed like such a good idea last night.
Yeah. I wouldn't say so. Alright, let's go to the back.
I stuck my bike in there last night. I'll probably ditch it. It'll cost too much to fix it, and it's a piece of junk anyway.
Ditch it? Why don't you just sell the parts? I mean, heck, if you're low on money, you could try at least selling it to someone for a small amount, just so you have enough for a bus fare. Okay, there's some paintings, which apparently she has to walk around the car. The long way around, she couldn't just walk this way, she has to walk all the way around here. Okay, that was pointless.
I could make a run for it in the car, but I'd probably be busted before I'd gone 20 miles.
Yeah, okay, let's try the motorcycle. Gotta go walk around the whole car instead of just taking this route. Vroom, vroom. Oh, come on, I gotta meet with the wild hogs.
Damn it. I'll have to leave it and find a bus or train to London. I spent the last of my cash on that piece of crap.
I would like to know why she bought it in the first place. Instead of just taking a bus or a train. Did you just feel like, I don't really like to take a bus. I'd rather really waste my money on a huge road trip. Alright, let's... Aha!
Uh-oh.
There you are. I was just going to see if you was awake.
Oh, hi.
Hmm?
You aren't sneaking out on us, are you?
Me? Nuh-uh.
Come and get your breakfast. I've got eggs, porridge, toast and ham. Oh, be ashamed to let it go cold.
No
Okay.
shit? I mean, thanks.
No shit? I mean... Okay. Alright.
God, I'm starving. I guess if they aren't onto me by now, another half an hour won't hurt.
Yeah. Unless they were trying to have you eat while they have the police come over. Okay, so... I have to admit, that's where I was getting stuck. I was looking around this whole house, like when I did my first hour, I was looking around the whole house, wondering what the hell am I supposed to be doing? Because apparently, there was, because nothing was happening. But then I I looked at the... But I looked at like a walkthrough just to see if I missed anything, and it turns out that there's like, I'm guessing there was this one specific item that I probably didn't fully look at, and that's probably what didn't trigger, which was looking at probably the couple portrait and the diplomas. I hate that when it comes to some of these adventure games where you have to specifically look at a certain object that you would just probably shrug off. Like, oh, I need to just look at this just to say, oh, it's a diploma of something, something, something about this person. Rather than just, like, I can't understand why that needed to be, I needed to see that to trigger this event. It's just one of those annoying things that you have to make sure you look at every specific object in the entire game, or the next event won't happen. Alright, let's enter the kitchen finally.
Go ahead, dear. Don't be shy about it.
It smells amazing.
I didn't know how you took your eggs, so I made them the way I like them. But I can do them however you like starting tomorrow.
I'm not picky.
Okay.
Tar. One way's easy as another. People need a good breakfast, I always say.
Oh my god. These are the best eggs I've ever tasted.
Well now, himself does like 'em fresh. We've got a farmer drops them off every few days. Bit peckish, are you? What do they feed you over there at Oxford?
Oxford? The usual.
And I never saw anyone in my life as cold, wet and tired as you last night. Hope you didn't walk all that way. There's a bus stop just down the road, no more than 20 yards. Takes you right to Oxford Centre.
Wow.
Nay, now I know.
Still going on about them eggs, are you?
No, I just can't believe my luck lately.
Well, before you go off, himself left instructions for you on the door to the basement.
Himself?
Oh, I mean Dr. Stiles, of course. He's working down in the lab this morning. Doesn't want to be disturbed. Now, I know you must have a question or two. Don't be shy about asking, Samantha.
It's Sam, but funny. I don't remember telling you my name last night.
There was a tag on your backpack when I washed your clothes. You really should update it to your Oxford address, dear. Wouldn't do having someone ship it back to the States if you lost it, now would it? Oh, and I'm Mrs. Dalton. I did tell you, but I suspect you were half asleep at the time.
Well, good thing this woman didn't really have some suspicions about, So, Sam, wouldn't you prefer to be sitting down while eating? I have to say, it's got a fun-like animation. She does, like, she's eating, gobbling up, moments of taking a sip, and then she puts her hands down, indicating, like, oh, she's probably done eating. But nope, then she goes right back to you, gobbling up, I'm guessing, what's ever left on the plate. Maybe she's eating the plate itself. Alright, so, other residents, London, portrait in the hall, goodbye. Let's just...
Who all lives here?
Lord, it must seem a big old empty place to you. Sometimes I forget it's only himself and me.
Just two people? In this huge old house?
He can't abide company. Look, he can be difficult. I'll never say otherwise. But no matter what you've heard over there at university, don't believe it. All I ask is that you make up your own mind. If you can do that, not be faint of heart, you'll be all right.
Okay.
Alright.
But whatever you do, don't mention the accident.
Ooh. An accident? Can I know what happened to the accident or something? Or did she just said the accident? Because I didn't really think I heard anything that indicated an accident. But, okay, I guess I can't ask her about an accident.
I saw a plaque by the door. Center for Cognitive Abnormality Research? What does that mean, exactly?
The centre was Dr. Stiles' idea. He started it with his friend, Dr. Hellborn. Excited they were. He was busy too, or starting to be, and something happened, and, well, he closed it.
What does that mean? Cognitive abnormality.
Didn't that school tell you anything? Dr. Stiles worked with patients who had strokes or brain injuries and the like. Always said those kinds of cases helped him understand the workings of the brain better than looking at a healthy one.
He's retired now?
Well, you could say that. He hasn't seen patients in years.
Again, none of them are... She's not really... seems to have any suspicions that she is not an assistant after with these questions. I mean, they're not like really they're not like literally blatantly saying out, oh, I'm an imposter, but having things like asking a question that kind of gives you an indication that she doesn't know something that she probably should know from a school, which I'm guessing probably the assistant mentioned. She mentioned her name, which I think maybe the assistant would have said her name earlier, because if they knew her that she was in a school, she went to a specific school, they obviously should have known the name of the assistant that was probably showing up. It just seems like a little bit of something I would obviously question. Let's ask about London.
How far are we from London?
London? Hour and a half, I'd
Yep.
say. Car or train will run you about the same. Of course, you'd never catch me driving in London. Not for £1 million.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Far enough away to be grateful, not so far as to be sorry. So the locals say.
Okay. Assistant...
You know, before I came to Oxford, I would have never imagined there was so much uninhabited countryside so nearby.
Oh, there's plenty of country around here. Thank heavens for it.
How long does the bus take to get into Oxford Centre?
30 minutes like. Makes a lot of stops on the way. By the way, what college are you in? Did the Student Employment Office say it was St Edmund Hall? Or am I thinking of something else?
It is St Edmund Hall.
Nice college from what I've heard.
Yeah. Again, why is she pretending to be an assistant? I know someone who probably will post a comment saying, oh, it's because of this or something, but it just doesn't seem to make any sense. This is like an old couple. You couldn't just simply be perfectly honest saying, hey, my motorcycle broke down. Do you know where I can find a bus or a cab or anything, you know?
So, what exactly does Dr. Stiles' assistant do around here? I mean, as you see it.
Never had one before. I'm sure they told you at the Student Employment Office. It's mainly paperwork he wants done. Files sorted, computer work, things of that sort. You should have plenty of time to keep up with your studies. I told him there's no use sending over a medical student. He'd never let you touch his actual work. I take it you're not in the sciences.
Was it the tattoos that gave me away?
No offence, dear. What is it that you study?
English Lit.
Well,
Okay.
that's all right then, isn't it? Now, I wanted to ask, will you be wanting the room, or will you be staying at the university?
The room?
The room you were in last night. It's yours whenever you want it. It's empty otherwise, isn't it?
Tempting.
Meals too. If you're late, I'll leave your dinner in the fridge. I'm sure a girl like you knows how to use a microwave.
Sure.
Okay. So now she's thinking of staying here instead of worrying about maybe her cover getting blown. Now, this is something. Oh, by the way, wouldn't that assistant might be calling saying I couldn't arrive yesterday because something happened, maybe? I'm betting that might happen. If not, then this game is going to start getting unrealistic. Right, didn't I already ask about assistant? Okay, let me check it.
I know they told me this at university, but I'm not sure I remember it correctly. Besides the room and board, the position pays...
Well, never. Catch a fever last night, did you? I'd have thought that would be the first thing on a student's mind.
Sure, but I was looking at a whole list of available jobs, and I'm afraid I might be confusing.
£50.
Okay.
Right, that's what I thought. Thanks.
Sorry for that awkward pause. Something just like... I don't know what happened. Okay, well anyway,
I noticed the painting on the stairway. Beautiful girl. Is that Dr. Stiles' daughter?
If you want to get along in this house, that's the sort of thing you don't ask. Ever.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, so I am oh, she is sitting down. Never mind. Okay, so what I'm guessing is she said don't mention the accident, indicating an accident that happened to her, to this family's daughter or something, and now and probably that's not a good thing because I'm guessing the daughter died. Okay.
That calendar is out of date.
2002.
Oxford Police Department. Gee, that's reassuring.
Yeah. Again, this probably could all have not happened if you just admitted that you just had a busted bike or something. Well, I don't need to talk to her again. So, what can I interact with? Okay, so it's right here that I can exit out. Alright.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Okay, so let's see. One closer look at an item. Zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Move the item around by holding down the right mouse button. Okay, that's good. To the new person, thank God wasn't there. They didn't have a name to know about me. There is one thing for you to do today. Call it a rest, if you will. If you cannot accomplish it, pack your things and return to the campus by evening. I plan to start an experiment, but despite putting up a few of these notice in town, no lost lambs have telephoned. Find me 6 student volunteers for tonight. Leave your cell phone number with Mrs. Dalton.
Well, he's a charmer. Don't get too comfortable, Houdini.
Yeah. So now I'm guessing that I decide I'm going to actually play along being the assistant. Again, let's hope that that assistant woman doesn't come back or, calls or anything, Okay, so cash paid experiment subjects for...
This shouldn't be too hard. Students always need money, right? This shouldn't be too...
Well, how do I take it? Is it already in my... Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm a magician girl, from what I can gather from the notes and even from the picture on the cover of the box. And so for now, right now I'm seeing is just some mad scientist work while we're doing something else. Okay, so it said give my cell phone number to her. So now she's just staring off, doing nothing. And she just did a creepy turn. The animation on the models are so far pretty decent, but they couldn't animate her rotating her body. They had to make her spin like that. It's like a...
I have a problem. Dr. Stiles asked me to leave my cell phone number with you, but I don't have one.
Oh, take mine. My sister's the only one who ever calls me on it, and she's on holiday.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I had one, but there was this incident with a ground squirrel. Ugly.
They could be nasty blighters, can't they?
Yeah. So... what the hell is this? So this is a map right here. You now have access to Oxford. This map lets you visit the locations you know and gives some clues about your adventure. Open the map by pressing M or clicking on the small compass icon on the left of your inventory. New location will be blinking outlines. You can also tell something about locating. The color gold means the location contain one or more tasks required to end the chapter. However, it may not always be possible to complete needs right away. Silver indicates a location with one or more bonus tasks, but no more requirement tasks. Dark gray means you have completed all tasks in this location for the current chapter. Okay, that's actually very useful. I have to give props for this game, with more props to this game, because at least it gives us indications of if we finish something, we know we don't need to go back there to do it, or like something. Okay, so our first task is to find some students. So let's go to Oxford Town Center, I guess.
So this is Oxford. Not bad. I need to line up those students for the experiment. But while I'm here, I really want to snoop around. See if I can find any reference to the Daedalus Club here in Oxford.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Queen Street. Let's talk to this random guy. Hey, sir. Sir, do you want to go in want to be a guinea pig in an experiment? How about you, sir? Or do you want end up have your dick come out of your ass instead of the front? Or something. I'm not good with making jokes sometimes when I'm doing this. So I have random people walking down the street constantly.
Interesting. This crossroads once consisted of dusty roads in this tower.
Uh-huh.
Now the tower's kind of lost in the middle of the city.
Okay. Back. Telephone. Which I don't need because I have my own.
I don't need to use the phone booth right now.
Yep. So, do I pay the... Wait, exit? I'm guessing this is the bus stop. Queen Street code. Let's try this area. Yeah. I actually don't like that. She starts walking slowly and then starts running. It's just like one of those things that kind of can confuse someone to think that, oh, is she going to run up here? Let me double click again to try, and it will cancel out the original
Each
thing.
college has its own coat of arms. Classy.
Yeah. Coat of arms.
Each college
Never really give a understanding of it. I don't know. Never been to college, so I can't really say what I think of it. Alright, so let's go down to Queen Street, I guess. Boy at Alice shop. Let's talk to the boy.
Hey, you're losing a paper.
Huh?
Take a look. If you're free tonight, it's just an easy few hours for 15 pounds. Every student needs money, right? This is like taking candy from a baby, my friend.
What?
Oh, this is great. Brilliant.
What do you mean?
Oh, this is a joke, right? Styles? Experiment?
No, it's 15 pounds. What's so funny about that?
Ah, you're serious. I guess it takes a freak to work for a freak, would it?
Well.
Great. It appears I'm working for Dracula. Nice.
Well, that guy was just an asshole. That guy's called a bulldog? Boy, girl.
Hello, miss. You won't want to miss this. Easy money for a few hours of rest and relaxation. I can sign you up right now.
Dr. Styles, are you insane?
Okay. Oh, now it becomes a boy. I was almost wondering, why was the black guy not given his own name? Was it because one was called boy, girl, and they didn't want to have this one say black or something? Well, now we know. They just wanted to wait for us to talk to the white boy first before we talk to the black boy second. This racist game.
Chance of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Or, at the very least, the most fun you've ever had in a straitjacket. Just a little neurobiology humor there.
Not bloody likely. Look, you won't find anyone stupid enough to do an experiment with Styles, I guarantee it.
Okay, so everyone knows this Styles is an insane guy who...
Oh yeah? There's gotta be somebody stupid enough in Oxford. Or maybe not. Well,
That's...
if it sounds
Her
too
face
good to be
went
true,
dark for a
probably is.
moment.
Sorry, Houdini. I tried.
Why do you use the Kinder Houdini? Well, the guy dropped something. Is it a gun?
First year student orientation party at St. Edmund's Quad. It's today. Freshman.
Oh. I was hoping it was a gun, because if it was, I could have just said, and, alright, are you going to come for this experiment, or I'm going to blow your fucking head off? Alright, let's start the...
Interesting outfit. Something tells me he's not just hanging out there for his health.
Yep, okay, Archway, Dodds Pub. Carfax? Alright, let's just go this way again. Let's go over here, past this Red Lion place. Okay, nobody's here. Oh, a magic shop called the Black Wand.
Cool. A magic shop.
Mm-hmm. Let's go inside. And there's no owners. Shelf.
Makes your eye color change without any kind of glass.
Mm.
A little switch on the back of the box allows you to control whether the devil pops out or not. The money put into the coin slot disappears in a hidden compartment.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to give the money back afterwards.
Yep.
The bread and butter.
Special deck of cards, the bread and butter. What the hell does that mean?
Classic magnet. Your genuine private life violator.
Okay. Let's see what else we can look at.
The contents of this file will switch from liquid to solid state when salt is added.
Huh, that's neat. Gotta love science. People don't know much with science, and basically when they see something that actually is science, they actually think it's magic, which is always fun.
This discrete device will play the associated sound when pressing the button on its remote controller.
That's actually really what's fun about it. It's that, well, even though, sorry kids if you're watching, well, they're not really using real magic, it's really just fun to see a person try to do something and you just are blown away trying to figure out how the hell did the guy do it. That's just what's so fun about these magic shows. So as long as they're not like too blatantly obvious,
This discrete device
it
will
will...
play the
Yeah, I heard you.
useful adhesive to fix wigs, beards, and other costume prosthetics.
Okay. I guess I looked at everything here. But, you know, it's just so fun to look at, like, what a magic show what a person can do in a magic show. Houdini's portrait. Gee, that name sounds familiar.
He doesn't look like Harry Houdini.
Yeah, he actually looks a lot like Dracula.
He doesn't look like Harry Houdini.
No, I am Dracula Houdini. I couldn't think of anything. Game machine.
This deserves a careful approach. I should see what the owner can tell me about it first.
Okay.
This deserves a... You must be 21.
Am I 21? Oh.
It's the Daedalus Club logo.
Oh.
Is that really wise, I wonder?
Hi. This is a Daedalus Club puzzle box, isn't it?
Is it? My. What a mystery.
Okay. Hello?
Can I be of assistance, young lady?
I hope so.
Okay, there we go.
That is a Daedalus Club puzzle box, isn't it? I recognize the club logo.
Do you? And what would an American like you know about the Daedalus Club?
I've been in Europe for almost 2 years now. I know a lot of street magicians on the continent.
Ah, I thought you had the look. Much careful.
Ooh, he's juggling.
Where's the ball?
Well, if I can guess. Oh,
Where's the ball?
Very nice, my dear. My name is Mephistopheles. And who are you?
Samantha Everett. Sam. But my stage name is Lady Byron.
No, never heard of you.
Well, I haven't been in England long.
Where's the ball? Where's the ball? How did they do that trick? It's almost like that the programmers just simply, move the ball around in specific areas when they want to, because that's what a programmer could do. That's a sad thing when it comes to actually when you watch magic shows on television or in a video, or even like seeing someone pull a magic trick in a video game, because there's no explanation about how they did it. They just simply, use edits or modifications to make it work, rather than, someone actually using real tricks or something.
So about the Daedalus Club, I know they have a dinner club in London. Are they here in Oxford too? Do they run this shop?
As in the Roman times, we are merely a lowly outpost, and not the thing itself.
I heard they run public games, riddles, and scavenger hunts. That kind of thing. Is that what the box is? A public game? They might put those in any friendly establishment.
They might.
Okay.
You're curious to know what I know about the Daedalus Club.
Oh, very. Will you indulge an old man?
I worked with the great Scarpelli in Rome last summer. He told me a lot.
The great Scarpelli? Red-haired, garlic-breathed old conman who favors chickens in his act.
That's him. He's very talented,
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he loves to choke the
He said
chickens.
it's the most secret club for magicians and illusionists on Earth. All the great masters belong to it.
Do they? And what other morsels did he divulge?
To become a member, you have to pull off a grand game, like a major public illusion, or legendary con. He's worked on one for several years, but hasn't perfected it yet.
A common fate, I'm afraid. But one must always start somewhere, Miss Everett. And a good place might be that box.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe you're right. Thank you.
Okay, let's look at the box then. Again, I'm just gonna stand here and watch you. So he must be 21. That's an ace. If I recall, a 21 is a 10 or higher with an ace. But not two aces.
21.
There we go.
That did it.
Yep. Not really that hard of a trick. Is there anything I need to grab? Oh.
This is a Daedalus Club riddle. My first one.
Oh. Really? I'm going to be doing a riddle hunt to get into this secret club. Okay. The portrayer's price. 5 pieces of gold in the scholar's heart. Where high above high and ringing over queen. Find the room with the view, the quadriphys, then fire, water, earth, wind, and the 5th is at the end, where souls choose their fate. Altogether, they point to a place. They there enter the name of the one who sold his soul for 30. It didn't. I always was assuming it was going to rhyme, but it didn't. I don't know if I should be happy it didn't, or a little bit annoyed because it just seemed kind of awkward to read. Hey.
This is a Daedalus.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Alright, so now that's in the inventory. So, creepy man, who's just standing there looking at me funny. Watch any sports? Nope. I'm gonna go now. And speaking of go, I think maybe this will be a perfect time to stop right here. So, yeah, guys, this is your point-and Critic Gamer. Thanks for watching my Let's Play, and, make sure to check in for the next part. Like and subscribe. Alright, see you guys later.